Hey, so your boundaries are not reflected in what you say that you want. Your boundaries are reflected in what you tolerate and allow. So if you tolerate it, you don't actually have a boundary around it. No matter how many times you say, I want consistent communication, I want someone to deal with conflict in really healthy ways. If you continue to accept people and allow them into your space who don't deal with conflict in healthy ways and aren't consistent in their communication, you don't actually have a boundary around it. You have an idea about what you want. You have an idea and a preference for what works for you, but your boundary is what you stand on. Your boundary is not what you say you want. That's just what you're wanting. That's you saying what you want. It's not your boundary. Your boundary is how you determine who's let more into your life and your energy and your space. And it's the actionable letting this go or taking space or not answering the phone call, whatever it might be. So if someone's treating you badly, and you're finding yourself going, gosh, I know I don't want to be treated this way, but you're tolerating it. And maybe you're even chasing after it because you're a high achieving good girl who is trying to convince a difficult person to love her in order to correct patterns from her childhood so she can finally feel lovable. That's not standing on your boundaries. I love you so much, but it's not. There is zero judgment for me because if you know my content at all, you know I used to be such a chill girl, a lover girl to a fault, to the point where I was uncomfortable with accountability and would tolerate less than I deserved. And it wasn't until I started addressing the emotional wounds that were causing me to be so fearful of confrontation and not value and care about my own self-worth and my inner experience, the part of me that didn't have boundaries, that always let her compassion override her boundaries, until I addressed and healed through body-based healing work, which I now teach in my programs, how to shift those. Until I did that, I would be like, I want this. I want someone who pursues me. I want consistent communication. I want honesty, but I tolerated less. The emotional wounds that I wasn't addressing were influencing my ability to hold those boundaries. And now, having done that healing work, it's so much easier to hold the standard. In fact, it's pretty natural. If you're somebody who struggles with letting people go, this does not have to be your reality. You can really get to the point where you feel so secure within yourself and so valuable internally, you love you so much that you won't tolerate less than what you deserve and desire. If that's something you want support with, make sure you follow me over here and on Instagram. I do daily stories on things like this all the time. Let me know, is this something that you struggle with? What came up for you? Tell me in the comments.